Hey guys, how's it going? It's Auret here. Welcome to another Etsy tips for making more sales video. So today we're going to talk about how to leverage off of an existing product that is doing well in your store. How do you take that good converting listing that you have on your store and leverage off of that so that you can use that to make more sales? And I'm going to go over 3 things in particular. So let's get started. So I had the idea to create this video because we have a particular design in our store that is doing really well. And I mean like daily sales of this particular design. We sell t-shirts on our Etsy store. There is one particular t-shirt that is doing really well. So what did we do with that? For obvious reasons, I can't share what the design is with you, but let's just say, I'll make something up here. Let's just say it is a cat eating a taco in space. Okay, so this is the most random design idea, but let's just say it is that. A cat eating a taco in space. That is our design. We put it on a t-shirt. Okay, so if this is selling really well, what can we do with that? The first thing you can do is diversify the product that you're selling. So for example, we have that design on a t-shirt that we're selling. But what if we took that design, if people are really loving that design, what if we took that and put it on mugs or a pillow or, something else that is different from a t-shirt? And that's what we actually did with our design. We put it on mugs, and as soon as we released that on our store, we added that as a listing. The next day, there were sales of this mug with the design on it. So that is something that you can do. Think about what other product can you design or offer on your store that has that same sort of design. Now, I know this, if you're watching this video and you don't do print on demand, so you're not selling stuff where you're designing or you're doing print on demand designs on t-shirts or products, then it might be a little bit different for you. If you're not doing print on demand on your store, and let's say you're actually selling handmade items, maybe you've crocheted a pillow, and you have a certain type of design on that pillow. Maybe there is something else that you can crochet, like a blanket or, a piece of clothing that has that same design on it. So think about how you can diversify the product itself and release that listing up on your store. You can also do a shop update to let people know that, hey, we have a new item on store, because those shop updates notify everybody who's favorited your shop. So that's also a good way to kind of let the word out and know that you have another product with this design offered on your store. The second thing that you can do is diversify the design itself. So keep the product. For going with our same example, it's a t-shirt of a cat eating a taco in space. So how can we diversify the design itself so that it, appeals to, you can do it in 2 different ways. You can either diversify the design so that it appeals to a different market, or you can diversify it so that it appeals even more to that same market. So for example, someone who purchases a cat eating a taco in space either really loves cats and they think it's really cute, or they really love Mexican food, or both, or or all of the above. So if I am taking that same design and kind of tweak one thing with the design, let's say I want to have it appeal to dog lovers instead. So I might take that design and make it a dog eating a taco in space and put that on a t-shirt and see what happens. The idea is that you're taking a concept that you have proof works really well because people are buying it and they're telling you, hey, we really like this design. So if you take that and tweak one element of it and see what happens, then you can kind of leverage more off of that to get more sales. And if not, try something else. So changing it to a dog eating a taco in space is one thing. It's for dog lovers more so than cat lovers, right? Or you can take the existing concept of a cat eating a taco in space and go even further with it. So maybe the cat is, drinking tequila and is surrounded by tacos, burritos, and other Mexican foods, and they have a sombrero on their head and they're in space, right? So even going further with it. Another thing you can do is change the cuisine altogether. Maybe do a cat eating pizza in space, because pizza is a favorite food, a popular favorite food. So see what you can do with that. Diversify the design, tweak one little thing. It could even mean just keeping the same design, but changing the color of it. So if you had it all like very saturated in color, maybe you want to do more of a vintage version and kind of have a muted colors, or just doing all black and white. So see what you can do with that. And it's all about testing. Take that design, upload it, see what works, see if people are liking it. Now, the third thing you can do to leverage off of a good selling product or listing that you have on your Etsy store is go more technical with it. So look at the tags and the description of your listing that is selling really well, and apply those clues to other listings in your store. So, for example, if I have my t-shirt of a cat eating a taco in space, it's selling really well, that tells me that people who are landing on that listing are being convinced to buy from whatever they see on that listing. So it could be the images, it could be the description, it could be a bunch of different things, right? Many different variables. So take a look at what you have for your description and see how you can apply what you have there to other listings. So maybe it's the way that you described the product, or the way that you listed out specifically what was included in that listing, to help people make more of a confident decision to buy. You can also look at the tags for that listing, because that is what got people to your listing in the first place. So if you have tags, what we have done is looked at the tags for that listing that is selling really well, and look to see, okay, what else in our store is similar to this kind of thing? So it might be other cat designs, or other funny food designs that we have on our store, and we took those tags and put them in the other listings, because those tags tell us that people are finding that shirt. So we want to apply that good optimization, search engine optimization, to our other listings, but make sure that the tags are still relevant to that listing. You don't want to take a tag that is like cat lovers and put it on something that is totally not a cat lover shirt. So keep that in mind. The great thing about Etsy is that they give you stats, really good stats, to let you know how your listings are performing. So what you want to do is you want to see how people are finding that particular listing that is selling well on your store. And you can do that by going into your dashboard, clicking on stats, then going to the listings tab, and scroll down to where it says all listings ranked, because that is a section that will have your best sellers, your best selling listings in your Etsy shop. So find that listing that is selling really well in that section. When you click on it, you'll see an area that says search terms, and those are the keyword phrases and terms that people are putting into the Etsy search engine and are landing, they're finding your listing from using those search terms. So gather all of those search terms and again, sprinkle them into related listings that you have in your store. Another thing that you can do is, if you do upload other versions, the way we talked about diversifying the product or diversifying the design, if you are uploading those other versions, make sure that you're interlinking the listings between each other. So what do I mean by that? if you have the cat eating a taco in space listing, t-shirt listing up on your store, but then you made a dog eating a taco in space, then make sure you take that, the link for the dog eating a taco in space, put it in the cat listing, in the description of the cat listing, and then vice versa as well. Because, you know, people might, you know, scroll through the description and see that, oh, you have another version of this, and click on that. Maybe they weren't totally convinced with that listing that they landed on, but they might like something else related, and that's why you're creating these other versions. You can even go so far as to create an image of your entire collection of animals eating food in space, and put, you know, create an image with different pictures of those products, of all of those products, and put text in that image saying, view our entire collection, links in description. And when they go down to the description, they'll see all of these links. Oh, I can go to check out a listing that's a dog eating a taco in space, or a more vintage color version of this cat eating a taco in space, etc. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Back from the dead.